You know him as the billionaire who built Microsoft, but do you really know his full story? From a rebellious Harvard dropout to a tech empire builder, from antitrust scandals to world-changing philanthropy. Bill Gates' journey is packed with triumphs, controversies, and untold secrets. Was he a genius ahead of his time or a ruthless businessman who played the system? Stay tuned as we uncover the fascinating and often shocking story of Bill Gates. Before Microsoft, before billions, there was just a boy with an obsession: computers. Born in 1955 in Seattle, young Bill had an unusual fascination with machines. He was just 13 when he hacked into his school's computer system. Not to cause trouble, but because he was addicted to coding. Gates and his friend Paul Allen spent hours in a computer lab experimenting with code. They even got caught exploiting a bug in a system to get free computing time. But instead of punishment, the company let them refine their skills by fixing the system. This experience set the stage for their future as tech disruptors. Fast forward to 1973, Bill Gates entered Harvard, but he wasn't interested in being a typical student. He skipped most of his classes, spending nights programming instead. Then came a moment that changed everything. Paul Allen ran into Gates' dorm room with a magazine featuring the Altair 8800, the first ever personal computer. They saw an opportunity that no one else did. They pitched a new software idea, but there was a catch. They hadn't actually written the program yet. They worked day and night to develop the basic programming language. But when they finally presented it, it worked perfectly. That is when Bill Gates made a life-changing decision. He dropped out of Harvard to build a company that would change the world. Microsoft. Microsoft started in a tiny office. But Gates had a vision far bigger than anyone imagined. He wasn't just writing software, he was building an empire. Then came a defining moment. IBM, the giant of the computing world, needed an operating system. But instead of building one from scratch, Gates struck a genius deal. He bought an existing system for just $50,000, rebranded it as MS-DOS, and licensed it to IBM. But here's the kicker. Gates retained the rights to sell MS-DOS to other companies, making Microsoft indispensable. IBM thought they were in control, but Gates outsmarted them. And soon, Microsoft dominated the entire PC industry. Then came Windows, the game changer. It wasn't just software, it was the future. By the 90s, Microsoft was the undisputed king of personal computing. But with great power came great controversy. Microsoft's aggressive tactics crushed competitors, and soon governments took notice. In the late 90s, the US government accused Microsoft of monopolistic practices, claiming they forced Internet Explorer onto every Windows computer, eliminating competition. The trial was brutal. Gates, usually confident, appeared awkward and evasive under questioning. The court ruled that Microsoft should be split in two, but in a last-minute twist, the decision was overturned. Microsoft survived, but Gates knew his time as CEO was coming to an end. Then, in one of the biggest pivots in business history, Gates left day-to-day operations at Microsoft to focus on something else: changing the world. His foundation poured billions into eradicating diseases, improving education, and fighting climate change. He became one of the world's biggest philanthropists, but not without controversy. Some claimed his involvement in global health was about control, not charity. Was he truly saving lives or shaping the world in his own vision? Even at 68, Gates isn't slowing down. He is betting on artificial intelligence, lab-grown meat, and green energy to reshape the planet. But here's the ultimate question. Will history remember him as a tech visionary who changed the world, or a billionaire with too much influence? Bill Gates' story isn't just about technology. It is about power, ambition, and the impact of one man's decisions on the world. So what do you think? Genius or villain? Comment below. Subscribe for more untold stories. Visit manishgoswami.com for more insights. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.